Today I'm going to be changing out the grips on this Pieta Great Western 2. Now if you look here, it's got these old kind of plastic grips. Now they're not too bad, they're actually very functional and they don't look too terrible, but I also don't find them overly pretty. I'd give them maybe a 4 out of 10 in prettiness. 10 being the best, 10 being the prettiest, 1 being the ugliest. I wound up picking up some new grips for it though. I'm going to be changing them out. I find these ones a little bit prettier. I probably will put those old grips on it every once in a while, though, because they are really nice for shooting. These are great shooting grips. They're just not all that extra pretty, so I want something a little bit nicer to put on her, because it is a pretty gun. I got these right here. I'm not sure exactly what the brand is. If everything winds up going smoothly and looking good, then I'll actually put the brand in the comments or whatever. I'll have to test shoot them a little bit. But I think that these will wind up looking pretty nice on my gun. Let me see. I don't know, I think this color will look nice. I think these grips will be pretty. Alright. So the first thing I need to do is grab my screwdriver. I got the proper screwdriver kind of set. I've got the proper kind of set here. Have to find the right bit. But there's a specific type of gunsmithing bit, so I'm going to put it into this little bit here. If you're watching this one's a bit too big. Need a little bit of a thinner one. But if you see here, you're going to have, hold on, let me show you. We got this little bit here that we're going to have to pull off. It's really quite a simple switcheroo if you do it right. Alright, this one should work pretty good. And just gently spin her out. Just one screw is all you have to wind up switching. Hold on, let me give you one more look though. This is the before. See, this is before. I'll show you the, and we'll look at the after once I get this off. But yeah, I don't find these grips too bad. When I got it, I thought that, you know, they looked fine. But then I wound up having it for a little while and I thought it kind of looked uglier, but then they grew on me. So these grips, they're good, but they aren't the best. Alright, so I take this guy off, pull it off really quick. You can add a little bit of glue and stuff like that, which might help out, and I might add those to this grip, but I'm just going to put them on for now. Okay, that seems to be fitting on pretty good. Let me see. Yeah, it seems like it's doing fine for me. Make sure I got this all set on right. Ooh, that does look nice. Alright, I haven't got it screwed in yet. Let's see if everything goes well. Alright, so here I am putting on this new screw. Now it's going on pretty good. Want to get these on tight, but probably not too tight. Yeah, I don't want to crush the grips or anything. But yeah, so far I'm liking the way this is looking. So as long as it fits good, which it looks like it's fitting fine. And these are going to be nice grips to have on this gun. I think it'll definitely be an aesthetic improvement. I'll have to see if it's a firing improvement. I don't think it'll be a firing improvement, but I don't think it'll be a great loss either compared to the other grips. But the other grips, I don't want to knock them too hard. Although they aren't the most beautiful, they're very functional. But with a gun like this, aesthetic beauty is very important to me. But I kind of like just messing around, making this gun look pretty. So adding some new grips, I don't mind. It's just a bit of fun, and then I'll have some options, because I can switch out the grips whenever I want. Seems to be running along. Yeah, but it's not in on the other guy. Hold on. I see. I think I might need to insert this one through the opposite direction. That makes sense. Alright, so I have to put the bolt in on these the opposite way of the one that I had before. That's what I did. Alright. Trial and error, trial and error. Yep. It'll work fine. I just gotta do it inverse. It's the opposite side that I screw this bolt in through. So I got to unscrew this guy here really quick. And then, after I get this guy unscrewed, I have to screw it in through the other side. Something to take note of. But that's all on me. Now, I drop it through this side, I believe, which I think is opposite from how I did the other one. That's something to be remembered. I dropped her out. Oh no, let me feel if they feel sturdy. That's not bad. I think that's gonna do it. Alright, I think I got her in. Hold on, give me a second. I did it backwards because these grips are the opposite. The way that they thread in is opposite from the other grips that came on this stock. Alright, here they are. I'll say they look pretty good. I will admit I like it. I think it looks really nice. A few things that I've noticed. Small, a little bit long right here. A little bit long. I don't know if I can wind up getting that in. I don't know exactly what that is. It's minimal though. It's really not all that over noticeable. I might even need to actually just push this forward. Wonder if there's a way I can get that. Yeah, that's what I'll have to do. I might have to push this guy just a hair forward if that's possible. And then I'll have to... And then I see right here, it's a little bit fatter than this section is right here. You can barely see it, but it comes out just a little bit more. But as a whole, I think these grips seem pretty nice. Let me see how they feel. But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about these yet. I might throw these together first. I mean, it's feeling operational. I'll have to see how it shoots. I'll do a little bit more fiddling with it. Try to see if I can get these straight. But yeah, it seems like it's... Yeah, these don't feel too bad. Except for I feel a little bit of wobble right here. Might just need to tighten these bolts right here. Alright, well thank you for watching. This is the after. This is how they look after. Boom. I personally think this seems to be a little bit of an improvement aesthetically. I'll have to see if it's an improvement functionally. But thank you for watching. So I tightened it up. My trouble was these back bolts were slightly loose, so that's a good thing that I noticed. I think these grips kind of hold it a little bit stronger, so I couldn't quite feel that. But now that I got this back and up and running, yeah, it's feeling pretty sturdy now. And I think I've got her running. But yeah, this is the after. I personally find this to be an improvement in the aesthetic division. I haven't shot it yet, so I do not know if it's going to be more functionally better. But the grip feels solid so far. It doesn't quite feel quite as grippy into my hand, though, as the other one. I did like how grippy that was. So those grips might be something that I throw on there sometimes when I'm going out in the backcountry with her. And I want something I can draw on really easy. But just for wearing around town or, you know, wearing around the country if I just want to look nice, I think these will be the grips that I'll be going with. I'll have to do some test shooting first, but as a whole, I'm liking these grips so far. They feel good in my hand.